What's up, yo? Welcome back to another Project MUGETSU video, and today we're gonna be ranking all of the clans added in update 2. Now remember, everything here is my opinion, and without further ado, let's get straight to it. So first up in C tier, we have at the bottom Tsukishima. On first edition, they said that the bookmark move would regenerate you to the amount of health you had when you use it. But the problem is, it doesn't even do that. So basically, it's like a get out of combo free card. But the problem is, number one, now everybody literally knows what it does. They're not gonna hit you if they see you put the clone out. And even if they do, you can't M1 them, because M1ing them cancels the bookmark, which just takes you back to your location. Yeah, but like you can't M1. I don't see how you can combo someone without M1. Maybe unless you have a good Shikai. And then you have the past kata where your M1s accumulate damage. I mean, yeah, okay. Then you have the skill disable move. It doesn't really last that long, and that's literally a fraction of Ichimonji's power. And you have Book of the End Foresight. That's not really special. There's so many clans that give you enhanced reflexes, which is the same as Foresight. Now in the middle of C tier, we have 2 Odenschwank, and this is Neliel's clan. Now the reason it's at the bottom also is because it's actually not even finished, because currently it just gives you some Zero. I don't even know what the Zero looks like. I haven't seen it in the game yet, but let's see what this does. Okay, so it's just a glorified Zero. So that's why it's in C tier. But it also gives 400 bars to Kahiro, which is way more than Stark clan. But Hero alone is not gonna win you fights, because in this tier list, one stuff that helps us win fights, stuff that you can apply with your brain, because really a clan being good all depends on the user. And now leading on to the top of C tier, we have Genjo. Now Genjo gives you Cross of Scaffold. It's basically exactly like the third move for Haribel's Resurrection. You also have a mode called Substitute Shinigami, which is just like a buff, so you can double buff with Fullbring, because Fullbringers also have that move that just basically buffs all your moves for like 2 minutes. And you also gain 2 times damage and bigger hitboxes as a Fullbringer, but nobody wants to be a Fullbringer anyways, so that's a pointless buff. Another clan in the can. Next up in B tier, we have Arueri. Now Arueri is just like a worse version of Ikidoki, blah 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 blah, bro. You know the one I'm talking about. So basically, when you eat, you only gain 5 health and 0.2 damage and speed buff, and you can only eat 50 times. But this whole eating mechanic, it doesn't really matter in PvP, because this is about PvP. Obviously for farming, that can help, but then again, it's just a worse version of Ikidomi. And it also gives you some stupid helmets, and you also have 100k Hero as a Menoska. I mean, Hero is cool, but I mean, almost everything has like a multi-hitting move nowadays, so it's alright. Obviously way better than C tier. You also get a little speed buff, a Sonido speed buff. You get Soul Consumption, which is just an XP buff. If you're a holo, when you're eating, you gain more XP, and you have adaptability, enhanced reflexes, but basically everything has that. So Arueri flat in B tier, and only because of the 100k Hero. Now in A tier, at the bottom, we have Stark. Now of course, Stark gives the little crushing spiritual pressure move. He was actually the first one to have it, which is super good, bro. It's broken because it still catches you if you flash escape, because it lasts longer than the iframes from flash escape. There's also the M1 dodge chance, which, bro, it may save your life more than you think. Like if someone's at the end of a combo and the 5th M1 whiffs, like you dodge it, bro, the combo is just yours now. You also have infinite Ryatsu. Doesn't really matter, you can't really run out of Ryatsu in this game. You also have those invisible Sonidos. They also give you a few more Sonidos and they're faster. You also have 250 extra Hero, which is, you know, a bit less than the Neliel clan, but 250 is still a good number for the rest of stuff this clan gives you. And this is actually valid because, you know, Los Lobos is actually good. I gave it quite a high ranking on my other tier list, which you should watch immediately after this. So if you have Los Lobos, you have 2 times higher M1 damage cap. And I'm not sure what that means, but you can basically do more damage with your M1s, and it also buffs the damage and the range. And the range is already crazy, bro. So literally no one is escaping from you, like a tank, literally. A tank, but they can't dodge the bullets. And at the top of A tier, we have Hashwall. This is Jagram's clan. Now you gain a 12% passive M1 dodge chance. I really don't see the point of the extra 2%, but hey, That makes it better than all the other ones that just have 10% already. And of course, you have scales of balance, which basically, if you use it, whoever is the lowest, both of your HPs get set to it, plus like 10%, which they recently added to prevent one-shotting, which is crazy. But I don't really know, because if you really want to utilize it, you basically let them beat you up, then you use it, they come down to whatever, 2 HP, the same as you, or I guess 12 HP now, 12% HP, and you just, one-tap them with like a fear move. You catch them off guard. That's something you could definitely do. Remember, with these clans, you have to think outside the box. It's only as good as the user. You also have that knockoff Almighty. I mean, okay, it's just like enhanced reflexes at that point. You also have auto tracking arrows, but I mean, okay, it's just annoying really. Arrows don't do too much damage, but you also go invisible with your flash steps and also faster. And a good thing about this clan is you gain 50% defense on under 50% health. So basically, when you're half, you become 2 times as durable. So it's 2 times harder to kill you. So actually, you have 125 health in total, which is, a health buff is always welcome. Now, obviously, this clan is good, but compared to S tier, it just simply doesn't compete. Now, starting off S class at the very bottom, we have Ikomiki Domoe, and it gives you a mode called 8 Views of the Fall of the Phoenix, which gives you a 2 times damage buff and a speed buff. And also you have the stack move for the crushing spiritual pressure. So you basically dish out 2 times damage. Bro, it's insane. What? Of course, you have that eating move where this one you gain 20 health and 1 damage / speed buff up to 25 times. But again, that's pointless. You're not really gonna be eating in the middle of a fight. It also gives you 10k hero as an Ajuka, which is alright, but it's really up to you whether that's a good thing for you or not. You have invisible flash steps, 10 extra flash steps, infinite Ryatsu, 15% M1 dodge chance, so this is the highest so far, and status effect reflection. What? Like, let's say if someone is using Ichimonji, all those status effects you'd be getting, you basically reflect them. It's basically an Ichimonji user's worst nightmare, because they'll end up hurting themselves in the long run. And that, my boys, being a deterrent to something like Ichimonji, which is even higher than this clan in the list, deserves to make it S tier. Next up in S tier, we have Lavar. Now this is Askin's clan, the guy that uses death dealing. And this clan really is only good if you have death dealing, but then again, death dealing is good. So most people will be getting death dealing. That's if you're lucky. And now, if you have death dealing, you heal 40% of your health back and 20% of your mode bar when you reach 30% health. So basically, you actually have 140% health instead of 100%, which is crazy. That's basically half of another life. The only thing is that it only works once per life and activates something called ailment reversal. I have no idea what ailment reversal does. But that death dealing passive alone is crazy, and it's called lethal dosage. Now in the middle of S tier, we have Gojo. I don't know why you'll be hating on Gojo clan, because it's insane. First of all, you have Hollow Purple, which is just crazy, and it shoots so fast because he doesn't do the whole cutting of red, blue. Nah, he just pops purple, boom. And then you have Domain Expansion, which you basically freeze them in place and you can do anything to them, bro. What? Like, they're literally yours. Choose your most damaging moves and just smack them with them. And on top of that, you have Limitless. Now, Limitless makes it so that you can't be guard broken, although you still take chip damage while you're blocking. Another one is you have Infinite Ryatsu. Doesn't really matter because in this game you never run out. But the best part, or at least one of the best parts, because this whole clan is crazy, is you have Infinite Flash Steps, bro. You can either be a trackster or you can be a hunter. No one is escaping you and no one is catching up to you. And now the runner up to S tier is Joestar clan. Now the Joestar clan also gives you time stop, which is just like domain expansion. You freeze them for 6 seconds and gain a 30% damage buff. Now that's mainly why it's above, because not only do you freeze them for 6 seconds, in which you can do anything you want to them, you gain 30% more damage, bro. What? On top of that, your multi-barrage is now 2 times damage, and you also do the aura sound effect. Now, if your multi-barrage is 2 times stronger and add a 30% damage buff, I'm sure you can see where this is going. Next is Joestar Secret Technique, which is a passive. It makes your run speed way faster than the average person. This is good for movement, but there's also a movement nerf with this clan, which is that you have faster dashes, but they're a lot shorter, meaning they don't take you as far, but you can use them more often. and your dash is also invisible, and you have 20 extra. On top of that, you have a passive called Stand Proud, which upon reaching 30% health, you unleash an aura healing you 25% health, mode bar, and Reiatsu, and you gain a 25% damage buff. So if this happens, first of all, that just means you have 125% health with this instead of 100%. Second, if you pop this, you have the 25% damage buff. Then you pop Time Stop, you have a 30% damage buff. Oh my god! And then if you use multi-barrage, I'm sure the damage on that will be inflated through the roof. And yeah, on top of that, you have a 10% M1 dodge chance, which is just insane. Like, this clan is honestly crazy. But of course, nowhere near as good as our winner, and in my opinion, the most powerful clan added since update 2, Ichibei. Now with Ichibei, you gain this little move that slaps the ground, nothing major. But the crazy part is that your M1's debuff. Now obviously this is only a good thing unless you're fighting an Ikidomi code, blah 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 bro, you know. Unless you're fighting one of them, because they'll just reverse all your debuffs. But apart from that, literally M1 debuffs. You have a debuff that can like basically reduce their defense, and you can smack them with so many damaging moves. Like if you have Kenpachi and Ichibei, oh my god bro, that it's instant death. And then on top of that, you have another buff which makes all your debuffs 3 times longer. Keep in mind there's also a buff that makes all of the Shikai skills go away. So like, what? And there's one that blinds you. Like bro, this clan is just straight up bullying. And the last buff is Name Infliction, where you do 2 times M1 stun. So basically when you M1 someone, that's stunned for 2 times the amount of time, which basically just allows you to be more fluid with your combos. And yeah, that's it for this video, bro. If you enjoyed this tier list and you agree with my opinions, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, still let me know. We can argue, you know, I'm always down for that. And please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of next month. And see you all in the next video. Peace.